In today's video, I'm taking you thrifting with me to Goodwill. So here we go. This Goodwill is located in Hudson, Wisconsin. I've been here before and I have found some pretty good things before. One of the first things I'm seeing is a set of Corelle dishes, probably from the 70s or 80s. I don't collect Corelle, but there is a bit of a market for them if you're a reseller online. I do some reselling, but I have a little vintage booth in a little town called Hopkins, Minnesota at the Pink Elephant, and I don't have room for entire sets of dishes. This is a gorgeous little bowl with the rose in the middle. I really don't have room in my collections of dishes for any more right now, so I'm not going to buy for my personal collections, and I really don't sell many dishes at the Pink Elephant. I think these are really pretty. They look like modern restaurant ware. They're Cuisinart and they're stackable, which is kind of neat. Here is some Franciscan china. I have Franciscans sitting on my shelves. It just has not sold. I have a friend in New Jersey who said this, I think it's desert rose, is impossible to find in New Jersey. But where I live in Minnesota, it's just not popular. So I'm not going to pick any of that up. If you have watched my channel in the past, you know I love me some mugs. I'm being very selective right now, but I always like to look at the mugs because sometimes you'll find restaurant ware coffee cups mixed in with the mugs. So that's what I'm always on the hunt for. And then, of course, if I find a mug that I just can't live without, I might trade it out with one that's already in my cabinet. I like diner mugs a lot, and my hubby really likes diner mugs. If this one had an advertisement or some kind of logo on it, I'd probably pick it up, but since it's just plain, I'm gonna leave it on the shelf. And here's some of the coffee cups that go with the dishes I'm currently collecting for my daily use, Mikasa French Countryside. I have not committed to picking up coffee cups yet because I'm just not convinced we'll use them, but it's always fun to see pieces of the set. This is interesting. I'm just not sure what it's supposed to be because it has that weird raised part in the middle. Is it an interesting type of saucer or maybe part of a decorative piece? I'm not sure. Let me know what you think. This is a sweet little pitcher. It has no mark on it and it does look like it has some age to it. It might be ironstone, I'm just not sure. I absolutely love the shape of it. It's an interesting size, and I'm going to bring that home with me. I haven't put the little creamer in place yet. I'll probably put it over with my ironstone, maybe with some Christmas greenery in it, but I'm in the middle of doing my Christmas decorating, and I didn't want to set out anything new until I know where everything for Christmas is going. But I just love the shape of this little pitcher. I especially love that little detail on the handle. I think it makes the silhouette or the side view of the picture just really pretty and different. And at $2.99, it was a great deal. You might know that I have one of these apple pie plates at home. Now this one looks slightly more modern than the one that I have, which I got from my mom. She received it in 1968 for her wedding. Several different companies put out pie plates like this with different fruits on them. I think this green drip, bean pot is really eye-catching. At $8.99, I can't make much of a profit on it, and it doesn't go with my home decor, but I do think it's really pretty. Oh my goodness, look at this. It's a yellowware bowl. I have been wanting one of these, and they're so expensive in vintage shops. This is definitely coming home with me. I've always wanted a yellowware bowl, and I never imagined I would find one at a thrift store and not for $3.99. These go for $35, $45 and up in antique shops. This is a smaller one, but look at that leaf detailing. There's flaws on it, but I don't care. You can see the yellow clay. I just think it's beautiful. This will probably go in my kitchen somewhere with Christmas greenery for the season, and then I'm not sure going forward where I'll put it, but it will definitely be highlighted in my home decor. This bowl is so pretty. I love how it looks like airbrushed around a pattern, if that makes any sense. Gorgeous. I love primitive paintings of homes. I've always liked this pattern of dish. My husband's mom had some pieces like this back in the 90s. For now, I'm sticking with my roosters and my blue and white plates in my kitchen area, so I'm not going to bring that home, but I really do like it. I always pick up brown drip, but it does not sell for me. I have a bunch sitting on my shelves. I like it, it just doesn't go in my house, so I think that's why I pick it up, but it's just taking up space on my shelves at the Pink Elephant, so I'm not going to buy any more until I sell some of it. I really like this teapot with the silhouette design on it. Thinking possibly somewhat of a primitive look to it. Not sure. This is a cool vintage canister, and on the bottom it does say made in Japan. I think if I had a large home, I would buy more canisters. I really like canisters, but how many canisters do you really need? Are you drawn to anything when you're thrifting that you really just don't have room for? Tell me in the comments. If you're enjoying this Thrift With Me video, I would love it if you'd hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you'll get notified when I upload videos. Subscribing to my channel actually really helps my channel out, and I'd greatly appreciate it if you'd hit that button. This is a gorgeous old plate with tons of crazing on it. I can tell that it's missing handles. They were probably wooden woven handles. That's what these usually had on them. I have committed to two things. One is only buying little strawberry jam pots to go into my strawberries collection, and another is sticking with French white dishes for my casseroles. So even though that's a really cool strawberries and cream baking dish, I'm going to leave it on the shelf. I learned on Texas Gal Treasures to always look at candle votives, because there are actually ones, not these, these are candle holders, but behind them, there's candle votives, and there are ones that are marked and can be very valuable. So I'm just going to look at these just to see if any of them are marked. I can't remember the name of the one she recently said can be especially valuable. I'd have to look it up again, but if any of these had a mark, I would bring them home. Look who's here with me. I have Gabe with me today. He thinks this leather chair is pretty cool and that it would go with our leather couch in the comic book room. I agree, but it's kind of big. I also love these old school desks. There's 2 of them and I think they're fantastic. So in my large home with all of my Crocs, I would also have a room full of vintage school desks. Yep, mine is cooler. Mine has carved drawers, but no price on it. I think this is really neat. This is a 60s sewing machine table, maybe 50s. I used to have my grandmother's, got rid of it. Don't know what was wrong with me, but that's what happened. This barn picture really has caught my eye. I have a barn art wall, if you're not familiar. And this one is definitely a fall barn art picture. So that's why I'm thinking about that. Love this picture with all the cows. By the frame, the carving on the frame, I'm thinking it came from the same house as the barn art picture. Ooh, and this bird picture definitely has a vintage vibe to it. The colors are not right for my bedroom. That's where I have my bird art. If the colors were just slightly different, not so pink, I'd probably bring it home with me. Of course, I have to check the Christmas. Not that I need any Christmas, but I'm always on the hunt for vintage Christmas. That is one of my major loves in my life. I love this little guy. I actually have a figurine made in Japan of something that looks very similar to him. And I love this little Jack-in-the-Box piece of wax. It's not a candle. I don't actually know what it is, but it's a wax figure of some sort. If you know anything about that, let me know in the comments. I love these cute stackable vintage coffee cups. There's probably a 4th one. Maybe it broke, before they were donated or got separated, or maybe someone just purchased it. If there were 4 of them, I definitely would bring them home. I've never gotten into snow babies, but they do always catch my eye. But I have different angels that I collect. I collect the 1950s, 1960s Napco angels. So I'm not going to be starting any new collections of little angels. I also have some of my mom's 1980s cherubs. You've definitely seen those before. Love this Santa. He's really cool. Probably a hobby piece that someone went to a ceramics place to paint. This is taped really well shut. I can't tell if it's supposed to be like a butter bell or something or just a figurine. Oh, these are the cherubs. This is what I mentioned. I try not to add too many to my mom's collections, but this little Christmas one is tempting. I love this box of vintage ornaments. Now, I don't do this color ball on my tree really. I mean, there's so many of them. I might have one or two, but I definitely don't need this many. It's cool for the box, kind of large, but they have it completely taped shut, which kind of wrecks it. I'm thinking about it for resale, but it's kind of big, take up a lot of space on my shelf, and I just think that the tape would cause condition issues. I always love to check out the linens, but I rarely find good linens. I don't know. I just don't have luck with that. My friends Jamie and Robin, Jamie Border Bananas and Robin Johnson, always find linens, but not me. This is a really neat aluminum piece, kind of eye-catching. It almost has like a bamboo design on the lid. Really pretty. In good Minnesota fashion, Goodwill is prepped for the season. Look at all those ice skates. And yes, we really do use them here, on lakes even. If you've watched some of my recent videos, you know I've picked up some of these crochet thread spools recently, and I actually just did a DIY on my DIY channel. I will link that above, and I'm going to insert a picture here of what I made. I think they turned out super cute. They go with my homespun, heartwarming, primitive Christmas. So if you're looking for an easy craft to do with some of these vintage spools, this is a great idea. I got the idea from an Instagram account called Our Little Blue Farmhouse. So we're going to head to the checkout, and I hope you've enjoyed coming to Goodwill with us today. I found 2 items, not a huge haul, but I'm pretty happy with what I got. Please hit the subscribe button. If you'd like to see more of my thrifting content, check out one of these videos or playlists here on my end screen, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.